Hello, Commander, and welcome to this week's episode of the Radio Sidewinder talk show. I'm Commander Felix Jefferson, and this week I'm joined by
Commander Proud Cypher
and Commander Chaz Rios.
We're back!
Yay!
We're back.
Back for another awesome week.
Okay. I have not been the most helpful these past few weeks, but I should be able to do more on the show now, so can you fill me in? What's going on?
All right, well, for this week, a big bit of news actually was posted to the Galnet, which is the former president of the Federation was found amongst the wreckage of their ship, which actually went missing like a year ago now, so that's pretty interesting.
Really?
Yeah, they were still alive, just in their little escape pod, and I guess a salvage ship that was going through the wreckage just all of a sudden found the escape pod, and they rescued them. The former President Halsey, is in critical condition, but it is expected that they will make a recovery soon.
That's good. So do you want to have any information on exactly what happened to the ship yet?
Well, in the report that was released a little while ago, they believe that it was a malfunction in the ship when they tried to make their first jump, and it just kind of overloaded and bye-bye ship.
Maybe we should take that one back to the drawing board. Oh, actually, they're just gonna be running around in Farragut's.
Yeah, that's true. They did just retire the former presidential starship line, which was the Narwhal liner, which was a modified beluga liner, and they decided that just for the president's safety and for their convenience, it would be much better if they just had Farragut battle cruisers as their main ships.
Have you ever seen the interior of a Farragut? I wouldn't call it convenient.
Well, yeah.
Oh, man. I've got more room in my Vulture.
But I guess the good thing about that is it's very defendable.
Oh, yeah. That's not compensating for anything.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, perfectly good.
If you do not know what we're talking about, Commander, the Farragut battle cruisers are the large Federation capital ships, which are... You may actually find orbiting Earth, protecting it, and in other conflict zones around the galaxy.
I told you about the time that I approached the Farragut orbiting Earth, right?
Yeah, they didn't really like that, did they?
They did not. They were very upset with me.
Yeah.
Big scary guns. Wouldn't try it.
No. They didn't even really seem to allow me to get close with my Corvette. I was kind of disappointed.
Oh, man. Well, all right. Yesterday, something came up about meta alloys. I remember hearing about.
Yeah, kind of shady.
But what's the deal with that? Can you clarify what's going on?
Oh yeah, sure thing. Well, like last week, it was brought to the attention of the workers at Obsidian Orbital who are trying to combat the weird technological virus that we've been seeing affect numerous stations over these past few months, and it's believed that the meta alloys are actually helping combat this virus. And while looking for the meta alloys which were brought to Obsidian Orbital, it was discovered that there weren't as many as they originally had, and this prompted an investigation to see where all these meta alloys disappeared to, and apparently an unconfirmed report was that most of them were sold on the black market to private firms.
Oh, how naughty of them.
I mean, it's just kind of strange, though, because canon and research hasn't even really proved whether these things are safe to use yet. So, I mean, it seems kind of sketchy that they would actually be so willing to buy these things yet.
It says they're extracted from the barnacles?
Yeah, they're extracted from the barnacles, which are scattered throughout the Pleiades right now.
Actually, I've never seen a barnacle. I never got the chance to actually go to Pleiades and see one.
They're gross.
Are they?
Yeah, they are very strange.
Any idea of what they actually are, though?
There have been some theories floating around that they might be related to the Thargoids.
Here we go.
Some are saying that they're like seed pods of some sort from the Thargoids.
I really hope they're not eggs or something and we're
Yeah.
liquefying their children.
I mean, especially since we're shooting at them.
Yeah. I might take that as hostile action, maybe. Might be interpreted. Well, I guess there isn't really much more that can be said about that. There's some naughty people on the black market making off with valuable research subjects.
Oh, yay.
And they're being sold, and it is very sketchy.
Yeah, I mean, especially since Canon is actively researching both the barnacles and the meta-alloys right now. It's like, you should really be giving them back to Canon so that they can discover what they actually are instead of, selling them.
The barnacles are humans.
They're people. That'd be a hell of a twist, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be very interesting.
Well, what about the factions? Have anybody made any moves this week?
No, it seems pretty calm this week. Just like a lot of fortification and not very much expansion. I mean, Archon Delane excluded just because, he's a pirate. Although one thing, which I was just reminded of, is last week we discussed Princess Aisling's plan for ending slavery in the Empire.
What did she call her campaign again?
It's funny that you bring that up. She named her campaign Stop Slavery, Stupid.
What is she, 12? I thought she was in her mid-20s.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is a political leader?
Yeah.
God, I'm glad I'm not Empire.
Yeah, it's very questionable what she was thinking when she came up with that name. But regardless, she did set forth a task for her members of Stop Slavery Stupid to intercept any slave trade and transport slaves to a new colony which was being built at the time that was a bunch of freed slaves, and they were trying to make new lives for themselves. And apparently there were some commanders that did deliver slaves to this colony. But the negative effect that she didn't really consider was that it also just stimulated the slave trade.
So by attempting to stop slavery, she made it worse.
She made it much worse, yes.
I wish you could impeach a princess.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I'm not complaining. I got paid for the slaves I transported from Barbigo, so...
Well, I am complaining, because the Federation dictates that you have to destroy any intercepted slaves you encounter, and I'm tired of having to weave around the pods that get dropped when I'm doing bounty hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Well, alright, Commanders, we are going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Don't touch that dial. Welcome back, Commanders, to the Radio Sidewinder Talk Show. Sorry to keep you waiting. Alright, Commander Jefferson, what's on the agenda for this half of the show?
Well, it was brought to my attention that there was 2 major bounties put on 2 pretty significant factions.
Okay, let me take a look at this. Alright. Okay, yeah, I've got the bounty posts pulled up. Let's see. There's bounties on the Gangu do Adrena. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And the Smiling Dog Crew. And there is just so much inordinate anger on these bounty posts.
Yeah.
It's basically leaking out of my screen.
Yeah, it's quite obvious that the original posters of these bounties were quite upset at something that had happened to them in recent history.
Yeah, what's that old Earth term that was used a lot? Oh yeah, butthurt.
Yeah, that's perfect for the current situation.
I'm gonna start using that. Butthurt.
And I mean, these aren't small bounties, I'll have you know.
They're not. Let's see. Due to confidentiality reasons, we're not going to be allowed to actually name any of the commanders involved. But as far as I can tell, there's one particular commander that is offering 1 million credits worth of cargo to independent Pilots Federation pilots for every GDA member that they kill.
Yeah. Although there is another bounty for a specific member of GDA, which is 2 million, so...
2, actually.
Yeah.
2 bounties.
Oh, yeah, 2 bounties, yeah, my mistake.
And then with... against the Smiling Dog Crew, they I'm guessing the another organization known as the 13th Legion is essentially declaring war here.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And once again, very high stakes bounties.
Ooh, 5 million credits for this guy. 5 million, 4 million, 3, another 3. Wow.
Yeah.
And looks like the 13th Legion is affiliated with Ashling.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if they're venting.
They might be. I remember the Smiling Dog Crew was the original crew that was protesting us mining the meta alloys at the barnacle sites too. So maybe it's some lingering anger from that.
Possible. Also, might not be possible.
Yeah. Whatever.
This particular commander who's putting the bounties up on GDA is very angry and very wealthy, as it turns out. Those who try to, I guess, provide a fraudulent bounty claim, they'll get a bounty put on them for 20 million credits.
That's a little excessive there.
That's a bit much.
Considering he has bounties of 1 and 2 million on the people he actually wants to kill.
Yeah, this reeks of foul play.
Yeah.
Something doesn't seem right.
What does he even want them dead for? Does he list
It doesn't matter when there's that much money.
Well, true.
He could have been like the nicest person in the world, but for $2 million, I'm gonna blow him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, these... I'm a bounty hunter by trade, but the risk incurred with engaging a Pilots Federation member for this kind of a bounty doesn't really seem terribly worth it, especially when I don't know why they want me to engage them.
Yeah. And looking at the 13th Legion's list, it looks like many of the ships that are on this list are heavy hitters. They have multiple plasma accelerators, Imperial hammers, and numerous other bad weapons.
Oh, that is just wrong. I've just spotted here on the bounty board, somebody has attached videos of them destroying 2 of the GDA members.
Oh,
they didn't even claim the bounty.
Wow.
Yeah,
that stinks.
Crazy. Oh, jeez.
I'm trying. I've been sitting here poring over these bounty posts, and I simply cannot figure out where all this hate is coming from. Now, the 13th Legion, with their allegations against the Smiling Dog Crew, they do have lists of their supposed crimes. And for the number 1 commander on their hit list, they're citing murder, conspiracy to commit mass murder, extortion and racketeering, and jaywalking as the reason for the 5 million bounty.
Oh, okay. Well, at least they have a list of what they've done wrong, unlike some of the other bounties.
Well, if we're going to throw jaywalking in there, then I've reason to believe that not one of these allegations is correct.
Yeah, I would like some proof of these allegations.
Oh, man.
But then again, 5 million credits.
Actually, this looks like... It looks like somebody put these bounties up as a joke.
Oh, really?
Oh my god. It's like... It's like, hey, let's just murder
they're
these
the
pilots
terrorists.
for a joke.
It's just a prank, bro.
It's just a prank.
It's just a prank, bro. Ugh, why are you shooting me? It's just a prank. I only killed your parents. Ugh. Yeah.
Well, like we've said before, if you like what Radio Sidewinder is doing, Commander, then please do check out our minor faction, which will be based in the Tago system soon. And if you don't feel like committing to such a demanding opportunity, then do come and hang out with us in the Pilot's Lounge, the new and updated Pilot's Lounge, which makes it easier for you to connect with members of the crew like Black Bart, myself, or anyone else.
Anything, if you want to ask us about anything about the show, you can come into the Pilot's Lounge and talk with us.
Yeah, and we'll answer you, most likely.
So he updated it. Did he finally put in carpet?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice and soft, and it doesn't crash as much. It's really nice.
It's amazing that our glorious leader found a way to put carpet on Data.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Fantastic. Well, I guess that is it for this week.
Yep, that's all we got time for this week, Commander. Join us next week for the next episode of the Radio Sidewinder Talk Show.
Good night!
Fly safe.
Bye.